Smile Design Studios. Smile Design Studios, family and cosmetic dentistry, offers numerous treatments meant to maintain, heal, and customize your smile. Call us today at 281-969-7388 or visit our website at www.sdshouston.com.
Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
What up, good people? Welcome back to another episode of That Boom Bap. I am your host, Gary Lee, also known as G Hawkins. Now, look, like I tell y'all all the time, hit me up. You can find me anywhere online, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, at G Hawkins. That's G Hawkins with the Z. I'm going to start fucking with these Instagram stories. Yes. I'm going to start doing a whole bunch of other shit that I normally don't do because I want to give y'all great content and just talk about the things that's going on, especially when it comes to this hip-hop. So, Reem's not in the house today, but I've got someone who has earned themselves a permanent seat at this goddamn table when we're talking about hip-hop, and that's none other than the band of the Hawks himself, Mr. Noah Archangel. Noah, what's up, my G?
What up, what up? Peace, peace.
How you feeling, brother?
I'm always blessed, man. You know me, man. Just growing, man. Moving forward as usual. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Always love. You know what I mean?
Oh, we
Glad
appreciate
to be here.
that.
You know what I mean? Bream, thank you for letting me come, sit in real quick. You know,
grace the table. Yes, man. I appreciate you, my G. So,
yeah.
Obviously, you know, you've been on the show before. You've been on way back in the when you're during that initial phase. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, got to start somewhere, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, I was glad to be a part of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, started from the bottom. You know what
exactly,
I mean?
man. You can't. And that was episode 46. For those that are tuned in right now, y'all can go back episode 46, I believe, when Noah first hit the table, and then of course you hear his ass all in the background for our live show.
I disagree.
Boys, all in the background for the live show. So that if you was wondering who that was for our live show, first and foremost go check that show out. It was 2 hours long.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was a fun ass show.
That was a fun show.
Live show. We had live studio audience here at the Sphere Podcast Studios, but Noah's in the background on that. But we had to bring him to the table in the forefront as we roll through 2018, talking hip hop, talking things that are surrounding hip hop, and then doing some deep dives into stuff. So for those that are tuned in right now via Facebook Live, remember, folks, if you're watching this live right now, you come back and watch it later on. We only shoot for roughly about 15-20 minutes on Facebook, and you got to go over to the sphere.tv to subscribe to get the rest of the content. So let's get this ball rolling, Noah. So first and foremost, man, let's reintroduce those that may not be familiar with you and talk about the accolades, the things you've done, as well as talking about where you're at right now and what you got coming down the pipe.
Word, man. Noah Archangel, the band of the Hawk Underground Pyramid Crew, bow up. Producing and a little rapping here and there, but basically, got the Hawks back together. You know what I mean? So I think last time I was here, we were talking about the Grind Season record.
Talking Grind Season,
and they got another one coming out this year too. But right now, we're coming off the success of Bow Up, hashtag Bow Up, and the streams are there, man. It's going well. So we're gonna drop a volume 2. Spring is where, new birth. Spring is where everything's going to happen for us. We got a new comic book coming out to go with the new album. And then we're working on cartoon and stuff like that, too. You know what I mean? So, like that. We got some new logos, but, with the, the bird and all that, So that'll be a little bit of some new T-shirts and stuff like
merch.
That coming out.
You got to get your hands on the merch.
But, man, Grind Season is now a part of the Band of the Hawk, the group as well. So there's like 7 of us now, and
we'll talk about that, man.
Yeah, man.
That collective.
Yeah. Band of the Hawk Underground Pyramid Crew. So of course I lead them, Noah Archangel. Then you got King, also known as Your Majesty. You got 3, also known as Pi. You got my little brother Ash, also known as Huey Freeman.
Yeah.
And then Grants is added on, which makes Breeze, Styx, and Veda, Veda. And that makes all 7 of us. And then Just Quam actually is our hired hitman. He used to be with the Guerrilla Publishing Company out in New Orleans, but now he's with us here in Houston. So he's kind of one of our, when I need some extras, bully rap, as you said earlier, whatever, he comes in with that. So yeah.
We damn sure gonna get into that.
Yeah,
Your man Styx, I remember him.
Styx is my man.
Yeah, man. I remember Styx.
So Chow is what we're working on right now. Chow is going to be the first single for Blow Up Volume 2. Comes out probably in about 2 weeks. I'm still mixing it now.
Okay.
We had an issue where, we had 2 previous Hawks members on it, but they wanted to do their own thing. Mm-hmm. And so it's peace and blessings to them. But this is going to be like a reintroduction to the Band of the Hawks. So we got to make it all the Hawks only. So I had to take them off. So now I got to fix it to make it sound cohesive, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, it'll be like a 6-minute track, all 8 of us.
Nice.
Chow like the guy from Hangover, basically. So, it's us going in, doing our thing, kind of reminding everybody of the Wu-Tang Forever, like the Triumph joint, you know what I mean? So we're going to come out, letting everybody know, all 8 of us. And then with the comic book coming out at the same time, Twin Network, who did a few of our videos, they're going to take the comic book and animate it for the video.
No
so,
shit.
Yeah, so we're going to, we're really trying to, we're not trying, we're doing, bringing real hip-hop back in that kind of way.
So talk about the concept behind it. Like, what was that motivating force to say, let me put this comic book together from a hip hop perspective?
Man, funny enough, all that kind of just happened. It wasn't a plan at first, but I'm a big Wu-Tang fan, man. Like, to me, I've always wanted my own Wu-Tang. So Band of the Hawk is that. It's like me make my own Wu-Tang, and then I asked this cat. I wanted to redo the Liquid Swords cover from Genius.
Okay.
Yeah. So I seen this dude draw like a cyborg panda bear, real dope on Instagram. I'm all right, man. You do covers. He's like, yeah, man, $100, blah blah blah. I didn't even know he was in London. Dude's in London. He drew it, did it for us or whatever. So that's gonna be the cover for Blow Up Volume 2. Dude ended up being a fan. Shout out to Artist-ish, or that's it, Artist-ish on Instagram. But he ended up being a fan. And he sent me a page of like a drawing of me doing something like jumping off a building with a sword in my notice. And I'm like, what's that? And he's like, I do comic books. And I was like, well, how much do you charge? He's like, well, same 100 a page. I'm like, how many pages do you think it would take to do that? He's like, man, I'm like 15. I'm like, how much do you need to start? He's like, 500. I'm like, let's go. Like, I've always wanted. I think anybody that likes comic books have always wanted their own comic book. They just didn't know how to get it done.
Yeah.
So God just brought that to me. Funny enough, Wu-Tang had their own comic book as well. So I'm just kind of like following that map in a way. Like, okay, hip hop goes everywhere, so let's take it there. So that came out of nowhere. So then I was like, all right, well, if I got this comic book done before we drop this next record, it could be like a whole little, merchandising thing where you buy the comic book and get the CD and then download or whatever. And so it just happened, man. Like I said, God is good, man. Like so now I'm doing everything that I want to do. I'm like, all right, anything that I ever wanted to do as a child, I'm gonna do. Like it's not. I mean, I have the dough now, so it's like it's not really far fetched. You can do it. You just didn't think you could. You know what I mean? I would have not thought that, in less than 3 months of the inception that I'd have a comic book printed and ready to go.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. All black superhero, hip hop collector. That's crazy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with Black Panther coming out tonight, tomorrow, whatever, it's like perfect timing, man. So, shout out, man.
So when can we expect that hard print to start hitting people's tables?
I'm thinking, see, guys, I'm posting on my Instagram every day of the progress of what dude's doing. He's finishing up the coloring right now. He already did the ink, and he's doing all the coloring right now. So it could be another week till I get the digital version. Yeah. And then when I get that one, I'll have to make sure that that's all gravy. So then it's going to be probably another week or two after that. So I'm thinking like I said, mid-March, end of March, hopefully before South by Southwest, I can pass them out or whatever. But yeah, and then it's really Comic-Con's in mid-March. So it's like, we'll probably get a table at Comic-Con. And yeah, man, I mean, it's just really, I don't want to rush them. Yeah. I would like to have everything line up like that, and if that's what it's meant to be, it's meant to be. You know what I mean? But you don't rush art like that, man. Dude's like he's really into it, man. And then, like I said, dude in London doing his thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing, man. Crazy.
That's dope, man.
Thanks to social media, right? You know what I mean?
No shit.
Being bored I think it was like I was in Amsterdam. I'm being bored in Amsterdam, going through stuff or whatever. seen this cat, and just after that, it's here we are. I got a comic book coming, and I already got a dope cover for my new record coming out. So, shout out to Instagram for that, and artist Ish, man. He's dope, man. Yeah,
that's what's up, brother. Well, we definitely want to get that with that. When you get Child ready, when it's mixed and you ready to rock, man. Track of the week, we need that.
Oh yeah,
we need that
no
fire,
doubt, man.
bro.
No doubt, man. I'll definitely give you that, man.
Shit, yeah. So outside of that, what we looking like? 2-3 years from now, what are the big plans? What should we be on the watch for from Band of the Hawk?
Well, by then, I'm seeing that if we play this right, that comic book should turn into a movie or something.
No
just because
shit.
Black Panther's already broken records. So that means that every studio that's outside of Disney is going to be like, all right, we need to find another black superhero we can do that's not owned by Marvel, which is owned by Disney. Here we are.
Yeah.
So you got that. Of course, 2-3 years, man. I only really need like 9 months to be where I want to be, but in 3 years,
That boy just condensed that shit.
I got complete plans, man. Everything's on schedule. You know what I mean? So in 3 years, by then, that's two or three world tours. That's me and you taking this to TV instead of just doing this. You know what I mean? Like, because we need to rebuild our whole network. Like, hip hop is our black industry, and we've given it away. We need to take that back.
That's a gem right
every
there.
way, like, music, movies, cartoons, comic books, TV shows, TV networks. You know what I mean? What's in the clothes? Like, you know what I mean? I like to wear my Gucci and all that, man. But it's like, I want to wear my own stuff. I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it's symbolic. If you know the symbols and the Ankh and all that with our stuff, everything's symbolic of your culture. So, 3 years, man, I'll probably be retiring by then, honestly. I mean, just because I really didn't want to rap again. But my mentor told me that I needed to lead them. And so that's when I jumped back on. And so I only kind of do it to lead them, you know what I mean? But when they're sparked, just Grind Season alone, Sticks and Veda and Breeze, man, just them alone, man, whenever they're sparked, it gets us. We're the old men in the group, so like it gets us like, okay, we gotta show these cats. Hey, y'all ain't that good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the boys is amazing.
Hey man, iron sharpens iron, my G.
Iron sharpens iron.
That's
G,
how it's
man.
supposed to be. So before we continue to dive deep, let's get a word from our sponsor here, and that's gonna be Smile Design Studios. So Smile Design Studios, family and cosmetic dentistry, offers numerous treatments meant to maintain, heal, and customize your smile. If you're not sure what you need, don't worry. Dr. Ellis and her team are happy to meet with you to go over your patient history and goals and offer you professional recommendations. Let Smile Design Studios make you smile. Call them today at 281-969-7388 or check out their website at sdshouston.com to schedule your appointment today. All new patients receive a free gift and $50 off your first dental treatment. Smile Design Studios looks forward to providing excellent care for you and your family. So shout out to Smile Design Studios. Make sure you get your grill right, folks.
Hey,
I
man,
mean,
important. I just ordered my braces like a few weeks ago, man. So they're coming in the mail.
That's what's
I
up.
can't wait. I was gonna keep waiting, but like it's important, man. You gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah,
like,
so you
man.
retire in 3 years. You gotta do this red carpet when the movie come out.
And that's my thing. Like I don't mind my smile right now, but when I
Yeah.
talk on videos, I notice it, and I don't like my teeth, my crowding in the bottom. So I'm like, I gotta fix this, man. I'm just,
I understand,
you know,
man.
So yeah,
Ain't nothing wrong
Shout
with
out,
that, bro.
Shout out to people with good teeth, real teeth.
So let's dive into some little music news.
Yeah.
And one of the things that has come up lately, and this article comes from Page 6. So shout out to Page 6 for what they've brought to the table. Supposedly, the cop who arrested Meek Mill was suspected of racial bias and abuse long before he even put Meek Mill in handcuffs. So this comes to us in a time, I think, when we've seen so many people prominently pushing the free Meek Mill. We're hearing about it at the Olympics.
Every year.
You got Olympians talking about freeing Meek Mill, and
White people, black people.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
It's so much more far-reaching. Even Drake made some comments about Meek Mill and whatnot, being that this is unjust.
This is bigger than a rap beef, man. Yeah, this is it's about
Yeah.
justice,
So from the inside of this sphere that hip hop is, right? How do you foresee injustices, or what have you seen, or how do you feel about the injustices that do happen and their effects on hip hop?
I mean, I don't really know how I feel. I mean, it's more of just it is what it is. We've known. I think, okay, you just opened up something in my head. I didn't even think about it this way. I guess maybe we're gonna start getting back to the Public Enemy hip hop days.
Talk about it.
You know what I mean? Because now, when you have street rappers that are also conscious, it makes conscious being cool. So that's cool, man. I mean, you had the hip hop cops. Like we're the only genre of music or culture that actually the cops had to create a whole department for.
Yeah,
just to
real
follow
shit.
our tracks. You know what I mean? And there's movies about it and everything. Like, they still haven't found Tupac and Biggie's killers. Like, so injustice with hip hop is the same as injustice with blacks, man. It's the same thing. I mean, there is no black culture in America. There's hip hop culture. That's what it is. You know what I mean? So it's the same difference, man. I think now that it kind of gets everybody aware.
Yeah.
I don't want to lie. Like, I'm cool with the free Meek Mill thing, but I'd rather it be like how it used to be, free, Abu Jamal, you know what I mean, or free a Black Panther that's in jail or something like that. But if this leads us to that, to where we can say, all right, we're yelling free Meek Mill, and now the youth are like, let's free these other, social heroes, real social heroes that are been unjustly held for 20, 30 years or whatever, then I'm all for it, man. I mean, I just like having the dialogue.
Sure. And I think that this gives us that opportunity to have that dialogue. You know what I'm saying?
On a big scale, because he's a big rapper. He's a big, mainstream. So that does help.
Whether people love him or hate him, whether people laughed at him for taking those L's by Drake, it didn't matter. But his situation, because of the injustice, because when you compare what he went through wheeling down the street to what other people have done, you've got people who have raped people who have gotten lesser time, and then to start look at other things like debtor's prison makes you start looking at other things like how people are abusing the parole system, all these other injustices that happen, not just the police pulling you over. For those that are watching us right now, you sitting on the couch and you're wondering what the fuck we talking about. Not just the having to be hemmed up by the cops and illegally searched, but all the other systems that are in place that make the whole system as a whole corrupt. Right. And I think that's what people need to look at. I think that's what people need to become aware of. There are things that are just fucked up, that are being abused, that wasn't meant to be put in place the way it is.
It's like what Chappelle said on one of his last ones when he was like how apartheid ended. He was like, you have to look at it and be like, everyone that participated, say what you did so we could fix this. You can't, it's not just one thing. Like, it's a system.
It's a system.
I told my friends, I told my little brothers and all that, it's a system, man. You know what I mean? And either you're a part of it or you're not.
Sure.
And if you're a part of it, then you need to figure out how to, like I said, you say play the game. I'm playing the game to win because I know the system. But most of us don't until it's too late. And that's the issue too. Like you said, there's so many pieces, man.
Yeah, and some people are playing a part of the system, don't even realize that they're doing anything wrong.
Right.
They're just following this. This is my brother or brotherhood, the blue shield, or you got people who are correctional officers. Like you're just trying to feed your family, but you're adding to this holistic problem. So,
man, it's funny you say that because I watched two movies that are free. Like, we don't have movies like this like we used to do in the 90s. Like, I watched The Glass Shield and then Deep Cover. And both of those explore that, where it's like one of them's becoming undercover cop selling drugs and killing people for nothing because they end up saying, oh, we don't want the guy anymore. And then the other one, you know what I mean? It's like, showing you how undercover cops basically, it's the same system, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like you said, you don't know that you're playing a part when you're drug dealing, whenever you're, stealing, running scams or whatever, all that plays into the same system.
All the same shit. So, but let us know what you all think. For those that are tuned in right now, you're sitting in traffic listening to this shit on SoundCloud, whatever the case is, stop, pull over, hit us up. Shoot us an email, boombap@thesphere.tv, or hit us up on social media, @thesphere.tv. Use our hashtag boombap. We want to know what you think about the Meek Mill controversy in regards to the officer having racial bias and him being a suspect in an ongoing internal investigation. And overall, tell us what you think about the system. Now, Facebook Livers, we love y'all. We support y'all. But shit, we told you 15, 20 minutes, man. That's all we got for you on Facebook Live. Now, look, this is what you've got to do. Head over to thesphere.tv/Boom Bap, and we've got options for you, folks. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, Stitcher, Spreaker, iHeartRadio. We're anywhere and everywhere podcasts are made and found. And of course, while you're there, do two things. Share this out with your family, your friends, your colleagues. Share with your lovers. Share with your haters. Share with your side pieces, whoever you need to share with. And review us. Give us that constructive criticism, because we need that to build better shows for you. Just like you heard Noah and I say, iron sharpens iron.
Yes, sir.
So we need that constructive criticism so we can continue to deliver dope-ass content. Now, last but not least, if you love what we're doing here and you want to sew back into us, go to the sphere.tv/donate. We've got a couple of options. You can do a single-based donation. Then, of course, you can do a Patreon-based donation where you're going to get exclusive content that's just for you. So, once again, good folks, Facebook Livers, we appreciate you. Make sure you tune in right here at the Sphere.
Word.
So, Noah.
Yes.
Without further ado, good sir, let's hop into our track of the week. So,
What we got?
this week's track of the week comes from none other than our main man out of New York, Cassanova. He's got a new song that's popping right now called Set Trippin'. Let's let this shit rock out for a little bit for our hardcore hip hop fans.
It just does something to me.
Punch you in your face, motherfucker, I knock your teeth out. Every time I come through, nigga, I got my heat out.
Probably a buster a
If you
little
want
bit,
to
man.
smoke, ain't nothing we got speak about. See you with that red flag, go on with that beep out. Punch you in your face, motherfucker, I knock your teeth out.
I'm
Every time
for
I come
this
through,
shit.
nigga, I got my heat out. If you want to smoke,
Let me say this, man.
see you with that red flag, go on
I-
with that beep out.
Some of the most entertaining hip hop to me comes from niggas that talk the most shit, man. I mean, to me,
Okay.
this takes me back to, DMX. This takes me back to Busta
He's got that
Rhymes,
gritty, like Busta.
Mobb Deep, M.O.P.
Yeah. Remember
Like-
those days, man, where you used to be afraid that a rapper would punch you in the face?
Yeah, mid-show.
We've missed that for like 10 years where, you would listen to something, you're like, if I ran into this cat, he probably punched me in my face just because he's
Real
got
shit.
he's got nothing better to do.
He got shit better to do.
You know,
He already told me.
I love that kind of rap.
On the goddamn song.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? And what I've heard this coin, so I want to take some shit from somebody else. Heard some cats on SiriusXM. Shout out to DJ Caesar
Nice.
over there. When I first heard this track, and then I heard Heather B talking about it, because they had Uncle Murder up there, aka Lenny Grant. Shout out to Lenny Grant.
Yeah.
Fuck that, Uncle Murder. That's what we're gonna call you. But they coined this shit bully rap.
Yeah.
And I thought about it for a second. Then they start naming rappers who fit that category. And it made me think like the MOPs. It made me think about 50 Cent. Like niggas who talk shit to you in your face during these songs. And I have to be honest, man. With all the shit we get from trap, with all the shit we get from mumble, with all the shit we get for which I'm a fan of, the melodic hip hop, I have a place in my heart for this kind of stump your ass out with a Timberland rap,
Hey,
man.
man, like hip hop to me was, it's masculine, man. I mean, even with like Q-Tip wasn't rough, but you knew that you couldn't just talk mess to him because he would, he's a man. He's you know what I'm saying?
You respect that.
At the end of the day, man, that's what it's about, man. Like I don't respect a lot of these new cats. Well, I don't listen to them. Like if I could walk up to you and punch you in your face, I'm not listening to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we got a brawl, I may lose, you may lose, but I'm like, you know what? I respect this cat. I'm gonna give him a listen.
Yeah, real shit.
I'm just being honest, man. Like that's how
hip
hip hop was. Like I'm not listening to you if I can't respect you as a man. G. Like it was a masculine thing, and even not even with the women. You ain't stepping to Queen Latifah.
Nah, you're not.
Word, you know what I mean?
MC Light, you're gonna get slapped. That's not gonna happen.
I had a new female MC, Jamaican Fine Wine. Shout out to you. And she said, I said, who's your favorite female MC? You know what I mean? And she was like, MC Light. I'm like, word, you win.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what I mean? Like you ain't saying nothing to MC Light. You know what I'm saying? Besides, may box you, but just on the bars.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Come
That's
on.
what I'm saying, man. Like you don't see that no more, man. So bully rap, man.
And when you say that, that another female that sits in that category, which we just, witness is motherfucking Remy Ma.
Yeah,
like she's a bully rapper. Like she's not playing that shit. And obviously her husband is writing that
we
same.
already-
You know what I'm saying? Like that family is not fucking with.
And they gonna make a bad kid, man. That kid's gonna be dope, man. I'm gonna sign him. You know what I'm saying? In 3 years, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm signing that kid, man.
Real shit, man. But I wanted to play that track. I wanted that to be the track of the week simply because I think that conversation is so necessary. Because I could hear some of these. I could hear a Ghostface hop on this. I could hear somebody. I could hear RZA hop on this. Man. I could hear people get on this song and add. I could hear Locks get on this shit. Because even though Locks has that like
Chic Luch.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Luch.
These are bully rappers.
So that's why when Luch and Ghost got, it was just like, oh man.
Yes.
You're not gonna. You don't even want to ask these cats for autographs.
That's not happening.
That's the hip hop I love. Man, like, I don't even know if I should approach this cat. You know.
Exactly.
Now
Old
like,
school.
you run up on anybody nowadays. Like, y'all niggas ain't.
Because
that's 25 pounds.
And that's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? You hear about these niggas now getting. You hear about things occurring. Like niggas getting punched out on stages and shit, like Triple X, somebody got or Extacion or some shit.
You, man. I mean, he got snuck though. I'm not gonna just
got snuck,
but still, you know, he got floored. But I mean, that happens when you get snuck sometimes.
That's true.
Fight, so I get it. But
and it takes you back to when you think of old school days when niggas would get ran up on in the middle of their show, but it was these were real ass niggas getting ran up on, and you expected a brawl.
Yeah.
You know, I don't expect a brawl from 21 Savage. I'm not gonna expect that.
You may think our future was weird, but there's like plenty of videos on YouTube of them cats getting in brawls at their shows and winning, and they getting back on stage and doing their thing. And I'm like, yo, that's why I became a fan. I'm like, you know what? I respect that.
Yeah.
Y'all say y'all weird, y'all want to skateboard and whatever, but y'all like anybody want to test us, we're here.
Yeah.
That's being a man. I gotta respect you for that, G. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not getting peed on. I'm not saying nothing, man. I'm saying, you know what I mean?
But that's what's up, man. Once again, for those that were rocking out with us on that shit, that's Cassanova, Set Trippin. Look out for that cat, man. So this particular portion of the show is sponsored by us right here at The Sphere. So are you starting your business or looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher, and Spreaker. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States, as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send us an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv.
You're a good salesman and shit.
Hey, man, I try to do a little something,
I'm
bro.
gonna let you do something on the album or something.
Hey,
man,
let me know. You know, it's so funny, man. Getting it, doing this podcast shit, man. Falling in love with providing great content to people and giving them things that they don't normally hear. It's enlightening. It's enriching to the soul to me. Exactly. Yeah. But it also changed who I was, and it made me deliver things differently. It made me want to be stronger and more pronounced in what I say to people because my voice carries weight. So when I read people's advertisements and shit like that, like I'm already using their services. So some of these ads, like, it's real shit. I'm utilizing it.
So but marketing.
Exactly. But I live through it because I believe in it, and I have to realize that my word means something.
Word is born.
So as it is, man. So let's hop into our album review. So this week's album review comes from our main man Davies. Now, of course, we were talking about this cat a few weeks back. Reem and I had the conversation going because that's, P2, it just came out, and we wanted to make sure we did our due diligence and got into it because Paranoid, the first one, didn't really give us exactly what we wanted. And of course, we thought, he was going to suffer from what happened to Nas so many times, where you've got great lyrics, but not the best production.
Yeah, man. It's beats, rhymes, and life, man.
Come on.
That shit, man.
Come on. So, without further ado, we want to have the conversation today for those that are watching us right now. You're watching this via your Apple TV. We want to talk about Dave East's newest creation, which is Paranoid 2. So, first and foremost, Noah.
Yeah.
Talk to the good people. Give that initial feel for this album.
It's definitely hip hop. I'll give it that. You know what I'm saying? He's got lyrics. He's got good delivery and all that, man. But I didn't really catch anything that was like groundbreaking to me. But that's because I listened to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
If I was a 21-year-old right now that didn't know what I knew about 90s rap, this would be like sliced bread to me. Because it's good. It's good content. There's not a lot of samples on it, I noticed, this is cool because it has a feel like it does, but I can tell if as a producer that he doesn't. That's which is makes more money on his end, which is good. But overall, it's a good project. Not too many features. You know what I mean? The ones that he do have make sense. I always love anybody who uses Marsha Ambrosius. That's like my wife. So but the first feel was like, hey, this is decent, man. Like I can probably listen to I don't listen to a lot of things, man. I'm focused on everything that I do. So like if I listen to it more than once, that says something.
Gotcha.
That's how I look at it. Because I mean, like Kendrick Lamar, Everybody Love, damn, I'm like I listened to that like 3 times, put it away. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not bad. It's just that it's not groundbreaking to me. I've got records like that already. I'll just spin those. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to. I'm not really hungry for new music. I have so much.
Yeah,
but.
It's hard to consume.
It's hard to
when you're creating,
but
and that's what I
get
tell people.
A Prime, and you get certain things. You're like, yo, I gotta listen to that 5 times.
Yeah, real shit.
Tribe Called Quest, listen to like 20 times. That last, you know what I mean. But
yes.
This one, I listened to it twice already. I'll probably listen to it again just because I want to make sure that when I'm checking out the competition, I actually really pay attention.
Due diligence.
Yeah, So, but no, dude's nice. I don't really say that about a lot of new people, you know what I'm saying? So I haven't been on the debuts train, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, man. I mean, first reaction, at least a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Me,
wow,
yeah.
wow, that's good shit.
Yeah.
So going into some of the things you said, same, I agree. Not a lot of samples.
Right.
More original. I feel like it gives me a dated feel intentionally. It reminds me when we talked about on this show, and for those that are watching, you remember this, Reem dived deep into one of his favorite albums last year was Loot, which was 1996 Part 2.
Right.
And it literally, that album felt like it was from the 90s.
Right.
This album, to me, feels intentionally pushed back in time.
Yeah, I give you that. It's not a lot of the new sound on this
at all,
but it's still good and it's still fresh, and I respect. That's why I gave it a high, because usually I was like, 6. It's better than half, but but 7.5 just because of that, how he pulled it off without samples. Because it's hard to pull off that 90s without using some kind of sample.
Very true.
You know what I mean?
Because that was that era, right?
That's the era.
You know what I'm saying?
MPCs and filters and shit. So I gotta give him credit for that, man. I don't know. I didn't read the credits though. Like I just listened to it real quick twice, and then you know what I mean? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna listen to this a little bit deeper because it had some joints on that I was like, okay, this guy's good. I just, I'm just critiquing like that because that's competition.
Sure.
I'm not gonna lie to people. Like, I'm not a hater. I'm like, all right, I'm always like, is he better than Sticks or is he better than Reese now? That's I'm always like, is he better than this dude? And like, but yeah, dude's nice, man.
No, real shit. So one of the things I think I mentioned this a minute ago, I was concerned about the fact that one, Dave East can rap. Like, dude can rap.
Yes.
However, and it's not a hard however, right? I don't like I'm shitting on him, but I think that for me, one of the things I dislike is that it feels like every song is a goddamn story, and like I feel like I'm forced to have to sit here and listen to this audio book more so than I can enjoy the music.
Wow.
Because he's always taking me somewhere.
Dude, you hit it on the. I couldn't figure that out, but that makes a lot of sense. You're right. It was like, okay, everything's super conceptual. Yeah. Which is, more power to him, man. I mean, but sometimes you just kind of want someone to say they're gonna punch you in your teeth. You know what I'm saying?
Like we just heard. Like, so I like a good balance. And I think that there, he's got a song in here with T.I. called Annoying. He brought out Lloyd Banks on Violent.
Yeah, that was unexpected.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I'm like, I appreciate that, but like, give me more, give me a little diversity through the album. Show me a little bit. Show me that your wordplay cannot just be in telling stories, but just in vernacular choice. Show me some different characteristics of yourself versus it being in this box of Dave East, the storyteller. Because to me, that became my takeaway for P2. you're a great ass story, like your focus has been on telling stories. Maybe somebody told you to do that shit. Somebody in Nas's camp.
Yeah, it could be management, right?
It could damn sure could be.
I mean, you are match building, and Nas was good at that, but Nas still gave us,
Yeah.
He still gave us, all the ones in the middle that were way better than his stories. The stories were good, but it's just like Ghostface. Ghostface's stories are great, but you still like all the other ones,
Yeah,
So I feel you, man.
Slap you in the fucking face.
I couldn't pinpoint that until you said it like that. I'm like, yeah, I was listening to it like something's not right about this album. And that's what it is. Like, this is more of like listen to on the plane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Than really just jamming, driving around listening to it. Because you can't, and that's, I had a girl tell me that about my music once. She's like, sometimes you just want to feel good and just jam. You don't really want to think or what. Like, I make music to think. You know what I mean? I listen to music to think, to stimulate my mind. A lot of people listen to music just to feel good. And sometimes this is too much.
That's true.
That's
true. So I'm gonna let a little bit of this rock out for those that are tuned in right now. Just rock out with a little bit of this fire.
Nas made me want a QB chain. Noriega made me want to do Pharrell beats. It was dark and hell is hot. Dropped in my mood change.
It's like the first one, yeah. I'm reading something like this one. A little currency vibe to it or something.
Styles kissing chic had me in the street. 50 Cent on repeat on the 2 train. Pac made me think if I get shot, I'ma keep standing. Big Pun really had me wanting to speak Spanish.
This is for those that are tuned in right now. This is Dave East P2. What Made Me. This is one of my favorite tracks off this album because I like it when an artist can not necessarily do a Game and just name drop, because Game is notorious for fucking name dropping throughout his whole albums. Although he's a dope artist to me, but he shows homage to all these other artists that came before him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In a way that I feel is respectful. And I think that mentioning obviously Nas, mentioning 50 Cent, mentioning these people that, that told him how to throw your diamond up and be proud of being a hip hop artist. Understanding that concept and being able to give back to those individuals, I think is powerful for artists today, because that's a trend of an artist from 10 years ago. That's not somebody, we don't hear that shit.
Right.
Artists who have only been out 5 years, who are in their sophomore album.
Right.
That's not normal.
Right.
So to me, this is one of those tracks that makes him stand out amongst the competition, to say that we didn't know about a goddamn Dave East 3 years ago. Not mainstream. Like you just didn't know.
Right.
One of his better, and then of course getting into Violent with Lloyd Banks. Moves into this more bully rap feel, which is kind of what we were talking about earlier. So once again, I'm still wanting more from this. I'm finding the things I like chew up the meat, spit out the bones. But it still didn't give me that push that I needed, man. It's like I want Dave East to be better than who he is.
I mean, at the time that he's been in the game, I thought that he would be better. That's why I never got on him like that. I'm still listening to people that were out 10, 20 years ago that are just getting better and better, man. It's really rare for me to listen to someone new, because they're not at that level yet. I expect a certain kind of master, a masterful art, So you're right, man. I listened to him. I'm like, man, this guy's good. Once again, if I hadn't listened to hip hop until 99, you know what I mean? Then I'd probably be like, this guy's amazing. You know what I'm saying? And it's not taking anything away. He is good.
Yeah.
But it's like, like I tell everybody, I say that to the band on the Hawk all the time. What's the enemy of good? The enemy of good is better. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of guys that are better than them that I'm going to listen to. You know what I mean? I'm going to listen to those 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. I'm not going to listen to this and that. And it's not because it's not good.
Yeah.
It's just that it's not better than what I'm used to listening to. Now, if you're a person that listens to a lot of mumble trap or whatever, this is right up your alley, because it still can be new.
Yeah.
But he's actually saying words. And he's actually rhyming very well. You know
Real shit.
So like I said, if I was half my age or whatever, maybe just 10 years younger, and they'd be like best sliced bread, because the game needs this. Thank you, Davies. I'll give him his props, though. The game needs people like him, especially on Def Jam, to come out and do his thing. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I agree to that shit wholeheartedly. I'm pulling up the freshman cover because I couldn't remember if he made it last year.
I thought he did, yeah.
And
That's
I
how I heard about him.
I don't see him.
He was the only good one. It was the year before.
20. Let me go back because he's not on 2017. Let me check.
2017 was horrible, man.
Fuck yeah, it was.
It's horrible.
And I do not. Yeah. See. Okay. So yeah, he made 2016.
Yeah, that's how I heard. Okay. Yeah.
He was on that 2016.
Right.
So, and I just wanted to make sure because once again, it's some people that outshine. And when I look at everybody else that's listed, I think about what you just said. He ain't mumbling. He can actually rap, and it's like, okay, I can listen to him amongst all these other people outside of Anderson.Pac, who is on there as well. Anderson's fucking one of the most talented people in the last 5 years. Talk about it. Talk about it.
You know what I mean? So that's like I said. You see that all those records that Anderson dropped that year were like classic. Like my brother from Vermont called me. Was like, "Yo, man, you listen to this?" And I'm like, "I'm thinking he's talking about No Worries." He's like, "No, I'm talking about Malibu." I'm like,
"Yeah, Malibu is fire."
This dude it's crazy, man. This dude's amazing. Like that's when you have people like that out there, and you're not supposed to compare. I get it, but what I always tell people is like, I don't listen to Sublimes. I have Fishbone. You know what I mean? I don't listen to Red Hot Chili Peppers because I have Fishbone or I have Living Color. Like I listen to who I listen to because I don't listen to the Beastie Boys because I got Rage Against the Machine.
Come on.
You know what I mean? I still listen to these cats. You know what I mean? Oh, you don't like TV on the radio? Like they're cool, but I still got Jimi Hendrix and Bob Marley and you know what I'm saying? Old Isley Brothers stuff that I still need to listen to. You know what I mean? So if you got to be better.
Yeah.
And the thing is that our the bar for music period across the board, not even just hip hop, but across the board, it's just been like, give us decent, and then we'll give you a plaque. And it's like, nah. When someone drops something that's really amazing, they rarely ever get the press for it. You know what I mean?
True.
Like that. You know what I mean? It's like that's why I was really happy when Rock Marciano got top 10 on Rolling Stone last year. So it's like he deserved that. That record was completely avant-garde, and he didn't have to do that. And that's what hip hop's about to me. You know, actually just creating. Period. You know what I mean?
There it is. Creation, good sir. Man, creation. So this particular portion of the show, good folks, is sponsored by the Houston Housewives of Finance. So did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? More than 33% or 77 millions of Americans don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month. And 39% of adults say they don't have enough in savings. Don't become one of these statistics, folks. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy.
Nice.
Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or send an email over to info@HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com. Ask them how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finances are the new faces of the new age of financial services. And I know this to be true because they've got my kids right, and I ain't even got kids. But the legacy's taken care of. Shout out to the Houston Housewives of Finance for that. But once again, Noah, my brother, I appreciate you coming through here, talking Davies, talking bully rap with Cassanova, set Trippin, talking about the Meek Mill situation, how it's kind of grown to actually bring awareness to some fuck shit that's happening with the systems that we have in place, my dude. And of course, you know, we're waiting on this Band of the Hawk, man.
Me too.
We are waiting on this shit, my G.
Me too, my good
So
sir.
let all the good people know as we wrap this shit up, brother. How can they reach out to you? Where can they find you at? Where can they dive deeper?
First, I always try to get everybody to go to bandofthehawk.com. You should go there, as everything's there. You're gonna see, we got Bobby Lawless, our multi-instrumentalist that does rock and 9 Inch Nails. We got his stuff up there. All of the Band of the Hawk stuff, all the solo stuff, all the grind season stuff's up there. Videos. So bandofthehawk.com first.
Yep, we got it up for those that are watching right now.
Oh yeah, no doubt. That's less love. Then if you're social media savvy, then at Noah of HTX, like Noah of Houston, Texas, everywhere. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that. I'm always same across the board, Noah of HTX. And then I pretty much do all the social media for everybody because as they are still working men with families and things like that, and I am still single with no responsibilities besides Band of the Hawk, I kind of just do that. So, you know what I mean? So other than that, that's pretty much it. SoundCloud, I put stuff up there every once in a while. It's SoundCloud /Noah-Archangel, but everything that goes there is always on bannerthehawk.com. So y'all just hit that up.
One
You know what I mean? And then if you're on any social media, follow me, share some stuff, man. I'll make sure I show love back. You know what I mean? And get ready, man. You know what I'm saying? The comic book's about to be crazy. And Boy Volume 2 is
Can't wait for this comic book,
man.
bro.
You tell him, man. Like, I remember my brother handed me my first comic book when I was like maybe 8 or 9. And I remember I didn't read very well in school. My mom probably remember telling anybody the story when I get bigger. And the teacher told her, what does he read? He's like, he reads comic books. She's like, just give him a whole bunch of comic books. He's reading something. And mom went like fully in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was getting anything comic book related. I was like, hey, here, read. So yeah, man. Then then you get like Iron Man, Ghostface Iron Man, and Method Man, Johnny Blaze, and them boys taking the comic book.
That was dope.
And it was just like, that just stuck with me, man. I was like, okay, these guys, they're smart. You know what I mean? They're dope. Like, once again, you don't know if they're going to punch you in the face or not. You know what I mean? But the intelligence was there. And then the fact that they were like, yeah, we read comic books, we like kung fu movies. And that's what I think hip-hop is missing. People that are multifaceted and honest about who they are, especially as black people, man. We're not like a monolith. You know what I mean?
Talk about it.
So it's like that was refreshing to me. I was telling them about Liquid Swords again. You know what I mean? I was like, when I heard that record, it changed everything for me, man. It's like, okay, I knew that I could be black and intelligent and still be hard. You know what I mean? Like, no one's gonna touch Genius. Like, Genius is the head of Wu-Tang. You know what I mean? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be the head of my own Wu-Tang, and here's Band of the Hawk. So there we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, intelligence and creation in its simplest but blackest form.
Come on, man. Bringing that shit together
man,
to fruition, man. Well, we appreciate you, good sword. And, of course, for those that need to reach out to me, hit me anywhere online, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Ashley Madison, Pornhub.com, @GHawkins. That's G Hawkins with the Z. And if you got any questions about anything we talked about today, you want to talk more Davies P2, you want to talk more Casanova set Trippin, you want to talk
argue with us.
If you don't agree with the shit we saying,
disagree.
Hit us up. Boom Bap @thesphere.tv, or of course across all social media @thesphere.tv. Use our coveted hashtag Boom Bap. And remember, if we don't say shit else, rap minus lies equals hip hop. And that's that Boom Bap. We'll see y'all next time.
Blow up.
Peace.
Peace.